So I wanted to make a quick video on how to basically sort of un-nerf Loreley. As you know, with the nerf that came today, our sunspots only grant us restoration ×1 instead of the ×2 from before. To make up for this change in lack of healing, we're going to be using 3 mods: Well of Life, Elemental Time Dilation, and Melee Wellmaker. Odds are you probably already had these 3 mods in your build. The main change we're doing is we're going to add another stack of Well of Life. Before, I had these mods on mainly just as sort of a backup plan. If restoration ran out before I could make another sunspot, or if my barricade was on cooldown, I'd be relying on this to kind of take over until I could get it back up. Instead now, we're counting on it to work in tandem with restoration, kind of mimicking that second stack of healing. Remember that simply having Elemental Time Dilation on does increase the duration of your timed well buffs, but as it states, adding copies of that mod will extend the duration even further. So what I've done is I've added a second Well of Life mod to my build, which will take the timer on the healing effect we benefit from all the way up to 16 seconds, which theoretically should even be outlasting restoration at this point. But my main point being, it gives us plenty of time to refresh restoration. The great thing about this change is, unlike some of the other videos that people have been putting out so far, it doesn't require you to change the way that you play this build. It's still exactly the same way as you would before. Bonk Hammer for Radiant, Sunspot for Restoration upon that bonk, or your barricade. But now, because of Melee Wellmaker, we'll be generating a Solar Well, giving us that extra healing on top of Restoration ×1 to sort of mimic that Restoration ×2 effect. This isn't quite as good as pre-nerf Loreley, but I found it does get the job done. And like I said, it's a relatively simple change to make. However, it is less mindless of a gameplay loop than pre-nerf Loreley, which at the end of the day is sort of expected. You know, a nerf's a nerf. You do have to kind of be mindful of your cooldowns and when you're proccing your next melee hit and being on top of that. But even with all those parameters, it's still a very, very easy and pretty unkillable build. And it's definitely worth still running even after the nerf. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.